at the wood yard. Over there's the big pile in the truck and some pallets, and this is kind of one section we're going to start on. We're working on trimming up some of these smaller trees and getting them out of here and kind of expanding our area per se. My goal today is to get some sides started on this one here, and I think I'm actually going to come back one more pallet row behind, get some sides up, start throwing that sycamore in. That stuff is pretty wet. If I remember here in a little bit, I'll see about getting the moisture meter out and we'll check a piece of it. It's a tree that come down in a storm, big storm we had blow through the Springfield, Missouri area here back in April, end of April, 1st of May. Today's August 12th. And so that's been split for probably, it's been split for about a month. The tree came down in a windstorm, and then it was cut up a few days after that, and then kind of left in big hunks, and I didn't get around to getting it cut and split into these pieces until recently. So that's why I want to get this in first, because I have elm and some other not so good woods that I'm going to put in this same bin that we're going to use for campfires and fire pit bundles, things like that. But this stuff is wet, and sycamore is incredibly wet. When I was splitting it, you could see the water. It was just like wringing out a washcloth. It was mashing the water out of it. So we are going to get that in the bin first, and I still have about another half trailer load or so of big chunks I need to get out here and get split. So I'll probably pile them up in front over there and bring the splitter out here. And yeah, I'm going to turn on some music and put some sides up, and then hopefully get most of this pile in the bin today. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see, I've got pallet sides up all the way around. It's pretty warm out today. It's not too bad, not as bad as it has been the past couple weeks, but it's warm and there's not much of a breeze going on. Luckily, it looks like some clouds are coming in. Said it might try to rain today. So, as you can see, I got pallets up on 3 sides. I usually leave the end pallets kind of open, makes it easier to access. And this is where I'm going to throw more of the lesser quality wood. Like I said, this stuff's pretty wet. Actually, I'm going to grab my meter here in a minute and we'll check some of these split pieces. And then right behind the camera here is 3, I don't even know what they are, hedge apple trees. And they're going to come down too, because I want to put another bin from here down to the dirt road right here. And then I may start maybe a little narrow one over there. I haven't decided exactly yet, but we want to expand this way some. So we'll probably take out a few more of these smaller trees, and we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. So now I'm going to take the next 45 minutes and just see how much of this I can throw into this bin for the time being, and then I'm going to head home and eat some dinner. So yeah, here we go. First, before we start throwing wood, I've got the General MMD 4E. Picked it up off of Amazon. I've seen a lot of people use it with good luck. I've used it ever since we had our wood insert put in March, just to check my wood. So simple, turn it on, and that's actually a piece of cedar. And not that I'm holding this very well, but you can see here, that cedar is right, sorry, get my arm in the way, right in the low 5s. This stuff I'll probably set to the side and use it for some campfire wood or some kindling, really. So here's a big ugly piece of sycamore, and this is going to be upside down, so it's going to be hard for you to see. And actually, that's at 17%. That's not bad. That's below 20%, and that's burnable. Now, I don't know how dead this sycamore was before. Shout out to Sleep Token. You probably heard him there in the background. I forgot to shut that off. So that means my video will probably get copyrighted, because the 50 people that are going to watch this video, you know, somehow they'll lose money. I don't know how dead this sycamore was before it came down. I know that it blew over in that windstorm, but I don't know how dead it was. So we're going to start chucking. I'm going to set some cedar off the side here. I forgot that it was mixed in here, and I can see some of it. There's some pieces, not a lot of it, but there's a few pieces here and there. I'll save that for something else. Well, okay. It's about 5:17. I'm gonna go home, visit with my two boys that are home. The two oldest kids are off at church camp. They'll be back tomorrow. You can tell I'm getting tired. No, I didn't pee myself. It's literally dad bod sweat running down, and these Dickies duck shorts absorb it pretty well. So, we got a fair amount done. There might be, what, a face cord and a half back there, something like that. I may come out in the morning when this is a lot cooler and work on throwing the rest of the pile. Actually, what I may do is bring Old Faithful out here in my yard cart, load it up, and pull around beside and just drop it over. That way I'm not wearing my shoulders out so much. It's gonna take me forever to throw this in there. You can see there's still a few big rounds of that sycamore in here that needs split. My water jug over here is on a big chunk of cedar. So I'll roll them aside and get them split later. But mainly I just want to get this in the bin. So far, it all seems pretty dry. I may re-split some of these down a little smaller, but I just want to get them up off the grass so we can clean this up and start on maybe the next bin through here. I'm going to leave probably a truck and trailer's width to pull through here. So we'll see how that goes. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Jason, All Wood Burns. Catch you later.